Okay, so again we'll start a next data type called object. Okay, so far we have done which is the what are the data types we have covered so far. We have covered the arrays, we have covered the numbers, strings, something, right? This is the last data type we are going to cover, very very important. Okay, okay, so first we'll understand what is the object, and we'll see. Okay, so like whatever the we are seeing in the real world, we'll call it as a one object. Okay, suppose a TV is there, that is a one object. A person is, that is a one object. Whatever we are really seeing outside, that is nothing but we can consider as a object. Okay, so each object will have a properties and actions. Okay, what are the object will be having it, properties and actions. Okay, properties means like whatever the like what is the size, okay, and what is the width, what is the weight, about like whatever we describe about that object, that is nothing but a properties. Okay, and actions, suppose person is there. Okay, person, what he will do, he will be walking, he will be sleeping, he will be eating, and whatever he do in the motion, that is nothing but a actions. Okay, same thing in the programming language also, we will be having the properties and actions. Okay, so these actions we will call it as a functions or a methods. Okay, these actions we will call it as a what, functions or a methods, and this properties is nothing but a variables, something like. Okay, so now let's go. So always our object will have a properties in a key and value pairs. Okay, always our object will have a nothing but a key and value pairs. So let first we'll write it, how we are going to do like this. Okay, so I'm going to remove everything. Okay, first we'll write one simple object here. Okay, so let person, so usually we'll write like this, right? So this is nothing but a trend. So what is the what type of object it is? If I'm writing type of, what it will return, what is the type of it will return? String, correct, right? Okay, so but now I want to create a person object. Okay, so whenever you want to create a person object, then we can use like a this symbols. Okay, this symbol is refer for the object data type. What is this symbol? Object data type. Okay, so now I can simply write like this. Suppose now I want to print the console dot log of, type of operator is there, right? Type of person. Okay, type of person is there. So this is an interview question they have asked last week. Okay, so what is the object it is returning? Object. Okay, and in the there is another way what they have done is, they have written an array also. Now tell me what is the output for a type of person? Array or object? Okay, what is the type of operator? Okay, object only, even though internally array also is considered as a object only. Okay, and there is another value also, he has given four things like this. Okay, a is equal to array and type of a. Okay, and b is equal to object, b is equal to object type of b. Okay, let c is equal to null. Okay, and type of c. Okay, and like this they have done. And so he has print the output, and he is asking the output, what is the output for a? Object. What is the object for this one? Object. What is the C? Object. Okay, so let's go for let d is equal to 1 and else type of. So what is the output for C? D, number. Okay, something like. Okay, internally he's asking, this is the array, right? Then you are saying object, how it is an object? So internally it is an array only, but the type of operator will return a object. Now his question is, how can I verify whether this is an array or not? Which method I can use it if I want to use it? What is the method I can use it? Array dot is array. Okay, it will return true if this is a array type. If written false, it is not a array type. Okay, something like this. See, that is written true. Okay, so like this you can do it. So that is okay. Okay, so now for again we'll come back to our object question. Okay, so what is the type of for this one? Object. Okay, that's fine. So how will you write your object using the these brackets? Whenever you are writing brackets like this is nothing but a object. Each object will be having what properties and actions. Okay, simple. So here you write open bracket and close bracket, and here I am going to write like this. Okay, so here name. Okay, name. Okay, this name is nothing but my property name. Okay, and after what is the symbol I'm using? A colon. Okay, this is a separator for my name and my property value. Okay, so whatever the right side I am giving it, this is nothing but a value. Whatever the before I am writing, this is nothing but my property name. You can keep any name, no problem, but you have to follow the rules. You know that what are the rules you need to follow, right? A to Z, 0 to 9, number like underscore and a dollar. Okay, that's fine. Okay, like this I can create any number of properties. Okay, first thing clear, right? So how to create it, tell me. Name. Okay, and you can give any name. Suppose if I want to give a string, you have to give like this. Okay, and second thing is we are declaring property something like this, right? So this property name you can write in a double quotes. Okay, you can write in a double quotes. Forget about the value, value always we have to give a correct value only. If it is a number, write directly. If it is a string, write in a single quote. If it is a boolean, write directly, something like this. Okay, so here name I have to write like I can write in a double quotes, or I can write in a single quote. Okay, or without quote also I can do it. In three ways I can do it: with quotes, without quotes also do it. Okay, sometimes some editors they will not accept it without the quotes. Okay, some editors will accept the without quotes also, that's fine. Okay, that is up to us. So now what we want to do, suppose I want to write a person with a name and age, two properties. Okay, so I want to create one object, let person is equal to how many thing I want to do it, name. Okay, so name is a trinates. Okay, and I want to write the age property. So age is equal to some 30, something like this. Okay, suppose here the name, what is the name here? Name, what is the name? Property. Okay, one property, for one property for this object. And what is the trinates property value? How we are separating, using the colon separator. So whenever we have multiple properties, what is the symbol we are using it, comma, something like this. Okay, like this we can write any number of properties. So first thing is clear, right? Okay, so this is fine. So let us print the output, console dot. Okay, console dot log of. Okay, something like this. Okay, console dot log of person. Okay, let's reload the page. So how it is, see, it is for printing in the brackets and name and a something like this. Okay, that's fine. But I don't want to print all the names. I want to print only trinates. I don't want to print all the object values. Okay, so where is my data is available? Inside the object. Okay, simple if we have any data inside the object, we can get those values in a two ways. Okay, the first way is dot way. Okay, using the dot operator. So what is my variable name here? Person. Okay, and write one dot operator. Okay, dot operator. And what is the property you want to print it? Name property, and you can write that name here. Okay, so this is nothing but a first way. Suppose I want to get the age also. Tell me how to do it. Console dot person dot age here. Okay, like this we can get. So this is nothing but how to access the values. I can access the values using the property name, object dot property name. Okay, so let's print the values. Okay, trinits and that is there. Okay, suppose if I am going to write something wrong with my capital or small, now what is the output I am going to get it? JavaScript is case sensitive or not sensitive? It's case sensitive. Okay, says case sensitive. So this age is different than the this age. Okay, whenever there is no variable with the same thing, we are going to get a undefined. Okay, we are going to get a undefined. You understood, right? We are not going to get any error, but we are going to get an undefined. Okay, that is a fine. So next thing is okay, so this is fine. And what is the second way I want to do it? The second way is I want to print the name here. Okay, console dot log of something like this, right? Okay, the second way is instead of writing like dot operator, we can go like a array approach. Okay, you can write array symbol, inside the array symbol write a single quote and use the property name. Okay, so let's go and use that property same way. So which property I want to print it? Person. Okay, so I'm going to write a array symbol. Okay, inside the array symbol use a single quote. Okay, so which property I want to print it? Name property. Okay, name something like that's all. Okay, so this is the second way. So let's go and print the value again. Are we getting the same value or not? We'll see. Trinits, we're getting right. Okay, so let's go and print the age also. Do you know how to get the age also? Tell me. Console dot. Okay, log of person of age. Okay, something like this we can print it. Okay, if you want to add the value, you can directly add it here. If you want to print the value, you can print it like this. Anyway we can use it. Okay, both ways we can use it. That's nothing but a something like this. Okay. Okay, so here the variable name I can write in a single quote. The property name I can write in a single quote. I can write in a double quote. Without quote also fine, but sometimes you will get an error. Okay, so and this is the normal object. Okay, so inside the object I can have any data type, right? I no need to have only this numbers I don't need to have only numbers. Suppose I want to store my marks, this person marks, I will say marks is equal to or hobbies, something like this. See. Okay, so now tell me what is the property name. Hobbies is my property name, and this right side what is the value is there? Hobbies, his hobbies. Okay, it can. So internally inside the object you can have any data type, not only like numbers, strings. So you can have an array. Inside the array you can have a another thing also possible. Everything is possible. Okay, suppose now I want to print my hobbies. Tell me how to do it. Hmm. Console dot, okay, log of person. What is the property I want to print it? Hobbies. You print that hobbies inside the same array symbol with the single quote. Suppose you want to use the first way. How to do it? Hobbies. That's all. Okay, like this. Let's go into it something like this. Okay, it like this. So let me print something like this. Okay, so let me tell you what you will understand from here. Suppose there is a one object is there. Okay, tell me what you will understand from here. So this err is nothing but one object or not? Object. Okay, so inside the object what is the property name I am having it? A message. Okay, and what is the other property I am having it? A error. Okay, inside the error what is what it is having it? Inside the error again it is having a another object. This is also possible. Okay, this is also possible. Okay, that's fine. Suppose now I want to print my status. Okay, if you want to print the status, first what is the variable name you want to print it? Error. Inside the error where is this status is available? Error. Okay, let's print that error. Console dot, okay, log of I want to print my status. Okay, so first what is my variable name? Error. So I have to write like a error dot where is the status is available? Inside the error. Okay, again copy the error. Okay, that is okay. And what is variable I want to print it? Status. Okay, let's go on to like this. Is this correct or something like okay, or I should write like this error dot status? Which one is correct? Ma first way or second way is correct? First way is correct or second way is correct? Okay, okay, let us go on to print the output. Okay, first I am getting 400, second I am getting undefined. Why you will get undefined? Because there is no property directly inside this object in the status. Correct, right? Okay, suppose again if I want to print my text message, tell me how to do this one. How to do this one? uh, Error like error dot error dot message. Okay, text, sorry. Okay, error dot text. Correct, right? So like this it will print the value. Okay, so most of the time people will face a difficulty to understand this JSON structure. Okay, so again let us explain here. So this is nothing but a JSON. Okay, so JSON is nothing but a JavaScript object notation. Okay, JavaScript object notation. They will ask, have you worked with JSON or not? We are working with JavaScript. JSON is nothing but a JavaScript object. Object already we are working, right? That object is nothing but a JSON only. Okay, so all JSON will have what? Key and value pairs or properties and functions, something like this. Okay, so now I will show you some interview question. So there is a one interview question. Let us open this one. Okay, okay, so this is a one interview question yesterday they have given, and I want to understand whether you will understand or not. Let us see. Okay, format the document. Okay, please understand this question. This is for they have asked interview for, okay, one guy. Okay, so here there is a one countries is there, suppose something like this. Okay, I can store in any variable name, that's fine. Okay, so here if you understand the structure, first they are opening bracket here and they are closing a bracket here. Okay, so whenever you are getting any JSON something like this, there is a website called JSON. Okay, not JSBin, placeholder type. Okay, not formatter. Okay, just look for JSON formatter, and there is a JSON formatter.org. So here I am going to copy and paste it here. Okay, so whenever you can just format it, it will format nicely. Okay, that's what it can do. So first it is opening a one open bracket, and let me go for course. Okay, so first it is opening a one object. So internal, what is the property I am having it? A country. Country, what is the type of country here? Array. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and apart from country property, what is another property I'm having it? Mic property. Okay, so name property, name value is a mic, something like this. Okay, now you understood, right? So only how many main properties we have it? Two main properties. One is a country, another is a name property. Okay, so inside the country, if you open it, so what is this one? Array. Inside the array, what we are having it? Object. We can have it inside the array also. We can have a object, that is fine. Okay, so here inside that each object, what is the data I am having it? Country ID, probability, again country ID, probability, something like this. Okay, so like this you will be having anything, that's fine. So now what we want to do, I want to print the name here. From this country I want to print the name. Okay, tell me how to do this one. Console dot log off. If you don't understand something, go here and identify what is the property name I want to print. A name property. Okay, how to do it? What is my variable name here? Suppose I will say C. Okay, how to do it? C dot name property. Okay, suppose I want to print all countries, and then how to do it? Console dot log of C dot what is my property name here? Country. Okay, let's go and do it. Country here. Okay, so this is the one, and we are getting a 5. Okay, something like this. Okay, now what the question they have asked is, this is an array, right? They are not directly asking an array. So for you, if I want to solve easily, first I can solve it easily, then I will go for a tougher way. Okay, so let's go for the simpler way. Suppose this is an array. Okay, so please understand, this is an array, simple array. Okay, so inside the array, what is the data I am having it? Let data. Okay, what is the data I'm having it? It is having the object. Okay, I'm having object or not? Yes, inside the array, what is the data we are having it? Objects. Suppose how many data we are having it? Country ID and two properties are there. Okay, so now the question is, they want to print only these names, US, New Zealand, CA, GB, something like this. They don't want to print all the things. Suppose if I want to print console dot log of data. Okay, so what is the output we are going to get it here? We are going to get the all the data, correct, right? Country ID and all the things. I don't want to get all the data. Okay, I want to print only their names, US, New Zealand, something. Now what is the thing we want to use it? I want to convert from data from one format to another format. Which method we should use it? Map method. Okay, please, now you should understand. Okay, now from this format I want to convert to which format? Another format. Okay, I will say data dot map. Okay, so here whenever you are writing a map, okay, that's fine, I'll say item. And okay, so here item means what you are going to get it? One object you are going to get it. Okay, object. So that's fine. So from object, which property you want to copy the element? Only country ID, this only, right? Something like this. So let us store it. So you are going to get one array. Let C1 something. Okay, so let us print C1 here. What is the map method it will return? What it is returning? Okay, so earlier, what is the data I am having it? I am having the all the countries data. Okay, now what is the data I am printing it? Only names. Okay, suppose your question is like get the probability, only probability values. I don't want to get all the values, I want to get only probability values. Tell me how, what is the logic you are going to write it? data dot you want to convert from one format to another format, right? Then which method? Map method. Okay, map method. Okay, so here again I can say item. Instead of item you can say o or o1, any name you can use it, no problem. Okay, open bracket. Okay, from here which one I want to copy it? Only probability. I will say o dot probability. Okay, what is the value it is going to return here, ma? It is going to return one array. Okay, let res something like this. Okay, so let us going to solve this problem. So it is going, it is, see, earlier all the values are there. Okay, now I am able to copy only those values, right? That is fine. Okay, suppose I want to, they will give like this, and they want to find out the maximum value in this probability. What is the maximum value in this probability? 0.078. I think this is the one only, right? They want to find the maximum value. How to find the maximum value? Sort it and find it. That's all, right? Sort it and find it, something like this. Okay, so okay, so for your understanding, what I will do, I will explain some normal programs and then we'll go for the this difficult program. Okay, so let us understand our own programs. Okay, so this is an interview question. They have direct question only. Okay, so here I am going to have an array like this. Okay, so inside the array, what is the object I am having? It one person object. Okay, so the person, the property name is name, and his name is a Sham, and the property name is age, his age is a 25, and salary. So inside each object, how many properties we are having? It 3. So how many elements are there totally inside a array? Like 3 is there, right? Okay, now this, like this they will give it like this internally inside the array. It can be anything, ma. Okay, now the first question is I want to print only their names. Now tell me which method you should use it. This is an object. You want to print only their names. You want to convert from one format to another format. Then which method we should use it? Map method. Okay, so if you read this question, I want to print all the persons names from the array. Okay, so then I can use a map method. So tell me how to do this one. A dot, okay, map method. Okay, item, open bracket, I will say item dot, what is my property name here? Name. So I should use that name property. That's all. Okay, so this map method always will return the new array, or it will change in the original array? It will return the new array. It will not change anything in the original array. Okay, later instead of I will say names, something like this. Okay, console dot log of something like this. Let us reload the page. So we got all the names, right? That is okay. Okay, and second thing, suppose I want to print all their salaries. I don't want all their name, I want to print all their salaries. Tell me how to get it, ma. Simple. Here instead of name, what I can do, I can say salary. Okay, so I'm going to get all the salaries, right? Salaries. Suppose I want to get all their ages. Tell me how to do it. Item dot age, something like this. Okay, so the third in this part, there is a third program I want to do. Print the sum of all persons age. Okay, so this is the total array I'm going to give it. I don't want to print all their names or something like this. What I want to do, I want to print their ages. Okay, so what is the run? I can say a dot map, something like this. But I want to sum means I want addition. Which method I should use it? Reduce. If I want to convert from left side all values is there, I want to get a final value, then reduce method. Or I can write a for each method and find a total. Both ways you can do it. Okay, so reduce is easy way, right? I will say ages dot reduce. Okay, and you can simply write like a total comma arx, anything you can do it. I'll say total comma something like this. So you can store this one into sum. Okay, and print that value. Console dot log of some value. Okay, so the total is 65 something. Okay, so 25 plus 30, how much? 55. 55 plus 10 65. So total your output is correct, right? Okay, so that is this program. Okay, so whenever this 128 programs, okay, so let us go for next program. Print all the person names okay, from the array. So already we know how to take all of person's name from array. Yes, we are done. Okay, now second thing, print salaries from the, so this is already solution. Okay, Okay. So second thing is same program. I want to person's name based on the ascending order. Okay, I want the same array only. I don't want to extract or something, but I want to sort it. For sorting, which method we should use it? Tell me. Sorting which method? Sort method only, right? Okay. So now the question is, I want to print these names in ascending order. I want to print this name in a ascending order. Okay. So I don't want map. Okay, I want to do it like a. Okay, what is my array name? A dot sort. Okay. So sort will take two functions, right? I will say o1 comma o2. Okay. So whenever we are using more than two arguments, then brackets are optional or required. Brackets are required. Okay. Something. Okay. So here this is important. What we usually what we will write it here, we will say o1 dot local compare of o2. Okay. So and it will work on the same array, right? It will not work on the, it will not create any. So what is the output we are going to print it? If we are going to print it, console dot log of a. Okay. What is the output we are going to expecting? First Sam, who is the name? H is there, R is there, S is there. So who should come? H should come first. Okay. This one, then Ram, then Sham. So what is the expected output, What is our expected output? We are going to get an error. Okay. Because see here. So here O1 means an object, not like a name Sham something like. Okay. Here O1 means entire object from here to here. Okay. Inside the object there is no local compare method. That is the reason you are going to get an error. Okay. Instead of this one, on what name you, what property you want to do it? Name property. Okay. Whenever you are working on an object, here you have to write like a o1 dot name and local compare of o2 dot name. Okay. Now let's go and check your something like. Okay. See here. Hare, Ram, and Sham, something like that. Now we got the correct order, right? Something like this. Okay. If you want to print any order based on the property, please make sure that you are writing that property name here. Okay. And second, right time also you have to do it. Suppose you want reverse sorting order, then how to do it? O2 dot name and o1 dot name here. People what they will do again and again, they will forget this part. Always they will write o1 dot o2. This will not work out for objects. For objects, you need to remember on which property you want to write it. Okay, that's the one. Suppose I want to sort based on their age. Now tell me how to write it. I want to sort based on the age. Tell me how to write it. O1 dot age local compare minus okay o2 dot age. Okay, why I am using o2 dot age, right? Because age is a number. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see it here. Age 10, 25, 30 is there. Okay, suppose based on the salary I want to sort it, and tell me how to do it. Salary minus salary. Suppose I want descending order, o2 salary minus o1 salary. You understood, right? Okay. So this is the combination question they have asked. Okay. Something like this is a normal order 30, 60 and 80 is something like that. Okay. So this is the programs. Print based on the ascending order. Yes, we have done. Okay. Print salary based on the descending order. Yes, we have done. And print age based on the descending order. Yes, we have done. Okay. So that is nothing but that program. Okay. Suppose there is another question is there. Same this array program is there. Okay. Now they want to identify whose salary is greater than 50,000 and they want only their objects. I don't want to all other objects. Then which method we should use it? Filter method. Okay. Let us use the filter method. So now what is the condition here? I want to print their names whose salary is greater than 50,000. Okay. So what is my variable name? A. Now filter. Okay. Filter. So filter method, how many arguments it will take? One argument item. Okay. I will say item dot salary greater than 50,000. Okay. Filter method will return new array or it will change in the original one. It will return a new array. I will say then I have to write a let res is equal to something and I will write a comma res. Okay. So it will print the both. Like we can see the both output. Okay. So this is the first one and this is the second one. So how many elements are there after filtering? Two elements is there. Why this guy is not printing? Sham is not coming here because his age is less than something like this. Okay. Suppose I want to find if any person is the ROM is there inside the something like this. Then what is the method I should use it? Ma? Instead of filter, what is the name I want to use it? Find method. Okay. Find method. Find method. What it will take a function. Correct, right? Okay. Item. Okay. Item dot name double equal to ROM. So what find method it will return? Usually what it will return? Object. It will return the object. Okay. Let us see it here, not the index. It will return the object. See, so his name is Ram and age something like this is there. Okay. So something, so if you want to identify any value inside the object, then you can use this find method. Okay. So here which based on the, suppose I want to identify based on the salary, I will say whose salary is 90,000, I want to identify it. Okay. Something like this. Okay, let's go something. So his name is a salary something, you can identify. Okay. So this is nothing but if you see this program, I want to identify whose name is starting with R. So how can you write it? Whose name is starting with R? Again, filter method only. A dot filter method item, okay, array symbol, item dot name dot starts with what is the character I want to do it? R, something like this. Okay. So it is going to return the all R characters who is going to start with the name property, something like this. So this is the second property. Okay. Okay. Only Ram is there, the remaining persons are not there. Okay. So that is nothing but a simple, you are going to change only here. See here, the second part only we are going to change it here. The only tricky case is earlier we are not we are directly writing a item dot starts with, but now we are writing item dot name dot starts. Why we are writing item dot name? Because inside the array what we are having it object. That is the reason we are writing like this. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now suppose I want to print this array whose age is greater than 20. Okay. So how to do it, ma? Whose age is greater than 20? I want to print it. And tell me how to do it. Item dot age is greater than 20. Okay. So automatically it can identify whose age is greater than 20. Let's see here. So there are two persons. Age is 25, age is 30, something like this. Okay. So this is the program we can do it. Suppose here, very important. Suppose here is a simple string is there. Okay. I want to identify some of these numbers. Okay. Some of these numbers means 254 plus 1. How much, ma? 5. 5 plus 2, how much? 7. 7 plus some 568. Suppose that is the total I want to get it. Okay. So this is the number or a string? String. Now I want to find a total like this. How you are going to identify? First, what you do? You have to split it or you have to convert it. You should not convert to number first. First, you should split it. Okay, split it. Okay, that's fine. After the splitting, what you have to do now? Tell me. Is a number or a string inside the split? All are strings only. If you want to convert a number, what you have to do? Converting from one format to another format. Map method. Okay. Inside the map method, I will say number of item. Okay. So that's fine. So now I want to find the total. What method I can use it? Reduce. Okay. Reduce something like this. I can say let total. Okay. I'm going to print the total. So what is the total? It should get it. Something like this. So for testing, what do? You remove all these things and you try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So what is the output here? 12 plus 35, 36, right? So if 36 is not coming, then our program is wrong. Correct, right? So this is one program. Okay. And same program interview guys is asking and another way. Same program only. I don't want to do numbers like this. I want to write like a 2 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus something like this. Okay. If you want to do like this, then what is the total? 1 plus 2, how much? 3. 3 plus 2, how much? 5. 5 plus 3, how much? 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So our output should come 9. Now then how will you do it? Okay. Simple, ma. If you are giving a space here, just without giving any space. If you are not giving any space, what will happen? It will separate each character. So that is a program we want to do it, right? So that is a trick you should apply. Same program only. You are going to apply something like this. See, same program, small trick. You need to apply your brain at that time. Okay. So when you should use a spaces, when you should not use a spaces. Okay. Based on the program, you should change this one. Okay. Something like this is the output of for your program. Okay. Okay. Okay, for top one same program only small change. What is the change here? Only space here, that's all. Okay. Okay, something like this. Suppose here this is about. Okay. Okay, so this is important question. Suppose here there is a one question is there here. I want to print this names in the ascending order based on the length. Based on the length. We have done this program in the last time, right? You can say a dot length minus o1 dot length minus o2 dot length. Automatically those will sort in a normal order. Okay, so this is a program. This is a fine. Okay. Okay. So, and this is a question they have asked in interview. They are giving one array like this. Okay, one array like this. Inside the array, what they are saying is, so with this country ID, US will be two times is there. One time here, another time here. Okay. So in these two times, what is the maximum value here? 0.178 here, and what is the maximum value? Another value here, something 0.104, which is the highest value in these two? 104. Okay, so they want to identify this 104 value. Okay, so you can just like a first you can filter by US. Automatically we are going to get only US data, and you can find the like what is the maximum value from here, something like this. Okay, so that is we can do it using the for loops. Okay.